Hello, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Rail Rangers on the Road. Every month, the Midwest Rail Rangers take you to an interesting and unique railroad destination across the Midwest, including places in Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and Wisconsin. The Midwest Rail Rangers, a 501c3 nonprofit, was founded in 2015 to provide onboard educational programs across the Midwest. Perhaps you have caught us on select weekends on the South Shore Line between Chicago and South Bend, Indiana. On private rail excursions featuring dome cars and other heritage rail equipment. Amtrak charters and motor coach trips organized by the 20th Century Railroad Club of Chicago. Open house events at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad featuring the Sky Parlor car and the Mark Twain Zephyr. And at various outreach events, such as Train Fest in Milwaukee and MadCity Rail in Madison, Wisconsin. And now, mark your calendar for the first Sunday night of every month at 7 p.m. Central Time for Rail Rangers on the Road. Without further ado, here is this month's program. Well, hello everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, we are back from Guam and Hawaii, so we hope
That's right.
joined us last month. We hope you enjoyed taking you to all the World War II sites and the train museum, the
No.
Lupaho.
No.
Anyway, we're back with another Rail Rangers on the Road program. It is Sunday, August 6th, 2023.
Wow, August 6th, 2023.
And so what we decided to do is a lot of people ask us about the outreach programs that the Midwest Rail Rangers do.
That's right.
What are some of the shows?
So some of the shows that we do is the Train Fest in Milwaukee, MadCity Rails in Madison, Wisconsin,
Nice.
and the Green Bay Train Show.
Yeah, so we do a lot of outreach events, which we don't talk all that much about, but it gives people the chance who don't know what the Rail Rangers are to see what we do and come ride with us. And so we pre-tape this, but we are at the train show in Madison, Wisconsin, and we are going to go around and show you some of the other booths, not really our booths, but some of the other organizations.
Yeah, some of the organizations, some of the layouts, some of the really cool things that you see at train shows that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, some other organizations we'd love to promote, like Illinois Railroad Museum, East Troy, we're going to talk to.
And the historical groups, too.
Yeah, we talked to, I think, Milwaukee Road.
Yes, we talked to the Milwaukee Road Historical Group.
And Great Northern.
Yes,
Yes.
Great Northern.
And so, yeah, let's take a look at what, if maybe some of you have never been to a train show before. Maybe you'll do this and then want to join us. So let's take a look at some of what our outreach events and train shows look like. Are you ready?
All right. Hi, I'm Joel Weeks. I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin, actually, but I have been a longtime member of the Great Northern Railway Historical Society.
All right.
We're here this weekend at the Madison show, like we always are, and always occupy this little portion of the front hall.
So what do you have here? What is some of the memorabilia you have?
Well, I brought some of my own HO scale trains down here. Normally we have a little small layout that runs, N scale layout that we have here, but because it hasn't run in 2 years and it's been bouncing around between places and we weren't so sure it would operate very well, so it stayed home.
Okay.
But we've got some of our goats is what our quarterly publication is.
Let's go down and take a look. So this is your club newsletter then?
Yes, for $30 a year you get 4 quarterly Great Northern goats.
Okay.
And it's reference sheets and information on the Great Northern. Some modeling pages usually are in there. And just a lot of historical things besides our normal operations, convention updates. Once a year we put out a calendar, and I think it's down, you got a calendar, calendar is down there, that comes out once a year in September.
Okay.
lots of photos.
So our membership, if you were to join the society, you would get it's a calendar year membership. So you would have a membership through 2022 through the end of December, and then you renew at the end of the year. Like
Okay.
that.
So, what do you have a website, or how can people join?
GNRHS.org.
Perfect.
Great Northern Railway.
And then for you, what personally interests you the most about Great Northern? Obviously, to be in charge of the group or a board member, whatever you're at, something's got to get your goat. I've been practicing
This
that
very picture right here is what got me started on the Great Northern. I was given that postcard at a train show when I was a 7th grader at Train Fest in Milwaukee, and I had to model that train, and that's how I got started in the Great Northern.
Perfect. So have you rode on some of the Great Dome cars and things? Have you try to track those down? I think there's one at the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad now, and of course Amtrak had that one, Ocean View, for a while. And
yeah, there's one out on the
Conway Scenic, yeah.
In Maine, right? New Hampshire, somewhere, Vermont. That's it, Vermont.
Very cool. How many members do you have total then?
It hovers a little north of 1,800 to 2,000.
Great.
We've kind of slipped in recent years because our membership is aging. The Great Northern's been gone for 52 years now, so some of those real connections to the railroad are passing on us, sadly, but that's how it goes. But we're trying to keep it alive here. And
all right. Well, we'll put up the website at the bottom here, and if you're interested in joining, contact them. They got a lot of.
We've got a lot of perks for being a member.
Also, I'd like to mention, and we can take a look at the photo. We do own this locomotive, an SD45.
Oh, you own that up at Duluth?
And that is currently at Duluth, and they're using it for excursion trains. And members of our society have actually got to operate that thing.
Wow.
At certain conventions where they allow us.
So you own it, not the museum in Duluth, but you guys.
It's the Great Northern Railway Historical Society engine.
Wow. Was it donated by somebody or what?
Well, the BNSF did donate it to our society back in the late 80s.
Okay.
So we're leasing it out to the Lake Superior Transportation Museum, and so it can get used and have some exposure.
I don't know. And this is your model, some of your models here?
Yeah, this is from my home layout at in Appleton, and I model late 60s Great Northern. This was a kind of a trivial train that ran from Saskatchewan down to Mendota, Illinois.
Oh,
so
Mendota,
I had some decals custom made to create this train.
Perfect.
We're here with Keith, and your group is?
Milwaukee and Southeastern.
Oh, why don't you give us a little tour of all your...
Show us about your railroad.
Okay, so we've got over here, unfortunately, our drive-in theater.
Oh.
Will work soon. There it goes.
There you go.
And we're showing videos of 1003.
Oh.
Steam engines.
All right.
This is our portable layout. We have a permanent layout back in Cudahy.
Oh, okay.
It's 40 by 11.
Wow.
And so we bring this around. We built this one about 10 years ago. Even though it looks like it's double track, the two tracks never meet. So we have no worries about crashes. We have our county fair with a tractor pull. And with our rides and other things going on. So we have fun with it. People enjoy the county fair. And here comes our beer train.
Oh, look at that.
A Milwaukee special. And Uranus is at the end.
Oh, okay.
And
that's a great place for Uranus.
It is, and it's even flashing. The Uranus is flashing. So, yes, it has a thread.
Your Amtrak has some private cars on it.
Yes, it does. We got a little private varnish going there. And all the trains running our members' equipment.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look around here. Yeah, go around.
This is all Cottle Unitrack.
Oh.
And so the bridges are Cottle. And we put some time into it, and our one of our members, Scratch, built a depot here in town.
How quickly 6 feet?
Is that Cudahy or?
That could be very similar.
Okay,
to Cudahy.
yeah.
And we have one of the things we're known for is vehicles. So we have a very serious traffic offender here with all the SWAT vehicles.
Oh, that looks like Cudahy.
It does.
Oh,
And,
wow.
We have our,
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
we have our crash with the turned over petroleum truck.
Uh-oh.
And we had a member do an orchard. He did a very nice job on an orchard.
Oh.
With an Oliver tractor, and we kind of transitioned into our city, where we have various. We have a town Ford. We have an RDC that goes back and forth occasionally, and so this is pretty much our.
So what does your big layout in Cudahy look like?
It's similar. It's kind of L. It's long, and it's got an island in the middle. And so it's been around since 1986.
And how often do you guys meet if people are interested?
We are there on Tuesday evenings from about 7 until 8:30. And if you get there a little early, Jen's Sweet Treats is above us.
Oh.
And you can pick up some sweet treats.
Perfect. Do you have a website or something people can
do.
go to?
It is www.mnse.org.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Keith. We appreciate it.
You bet.
Well, let's watch some more trains. Beer.
All right, everyone. So we're at our next exhibit, and that's the East Troy Railroad Museum.
All right, and we have a couple gentlemen here who are going to tell us maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes synopsis of all the exciting things that you have, what type of cars you have, and how long your ride is, and all the different cool things you have going on.
Okay, if you come to our depot and buy a round-trip ticket, well, you can ride all day, but the one ride will be 6 miles up and 6 miles back. That's more than most museums. Now, our literature says we've got 7.5 miles of track. We do, but that counts the sidings and the Trent branch off into the industrial park, which isn't part of the ride normally.
Okay.
But we have the last mileage of the Milwaukee Electric Interurban System that reached its peak about 1907 when it got to East Troy, Burlington in 1908. It was, a couple 100-mile system, lines north to Sheboygan, west to Watertown, southwest to Burlington and East Troy, and south to Kenosha. Now, why would you build a railroad to East Troy and stop there? Well, you wouldn't in a rational way. The plan was to go to Deloitte.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay.
The one to Burlington was supposed to go to Lake Geneva. The one to Watertown was to go to Madison. Well, what happened? 1907 happened. That was one of the biggest financial panics. And there was a change in management, and then you get into the World War I. And then there was this upstart other form of transportation, the automobile. It's never
I've heard of it.
Anything.
No.
But they thought it would. So John Beggs, the guy who was in charge of the Milwaukee Electric, kind of got bounced out for lots of reasons. So things kind of stopped right there. John Beggs came back later, built the rapid transit line, modernized a lot of the lines, really made that system so that it would survive quite well through World War II into the 40s, and finally gave up the ghost in about 1950. So, but we've got the last bit from Mugwanago to East Troy, because the people at East Troy, when they were talking abandonment, says, no, you can't do this. We love this interurban. We depend on it.
Yeah.
And the question was, this hearing was held in Waukesha by the Wisconsin Public Service Commission, and somebody pointed out from the railroad, well, then why did you drive here? You could have taken the interurban.
Oh, no.
So they lost that argument, but the better argument was that the Milwaukee Electric, being a very progressive interurban line, had interchange freight arrangements with the steam railroads, one of which was at Mugwanago with the Sioux line. That's now the CN. It's still there. That's what saved the railroad, because Milwaukee Electric says, okay, you want that freight? We'll sell you that piece
Just
And
that
you
little
can
chunk. Okay.
So the East Troy Electric Railroad was created and ran freight.
Wow.
And they did that till 1995. Meanwhile, back in about 72, they started running trains there. The organization started in the late 60s. They found a home there, made a deal that they could run their trolleys on the weekend. And the rest is history. So we're celebrating our 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
We've been running,
congratulations. Yeah.
We've been running trains longer than Milwaukee Electric did.
Wow.
And we've got some wonderful cars. The latest one is this North Shore 761.
Oh, wow.
It's got a Rail Heritage Alliance award for the...
And you just finished that last fall, was it?
Yes.
And so that would have ran from Chicago to Milwaukee, or what?
North Shore Line, yes. Chicago to Milwaukee. It was probably one of the most advanced interurban line in the country. One of Sam Insel's roads.
And of course, you have South Shore cars too, which Rail Rangers do our talks on the South Shore. So, how many South Shore do you have on?
We have 10 South Shore cars.
10 South Shore cars.
6 of which operate currently, and we're working on another one to get it operational.
And one of which is, two of which are in our dinner train.
Oh, wow.
Got some very fine dinner service, and you wonder.
So you do dinner trains too?
Yeah, and you might wonder, what are dining cars doing on an interurban line?
Well, yeah.
Guess what? The South Shore had dinner.
They
dining
did
cars,
way back.
but North Shore had dinner.
The Electro Burger, right?
Yeah,
That's one of them.
Absolutely. And the Milwaukee Electric. Yeah.
Very cool. And what's your website if people want to find out more about your organization?
EastTroyRR.org.
Okay, and you operate spring, summer, and fall, or?
We start right after Easter. We have bunny trains before Easter.
Oh, okay.
And after Easter, we start the season. We operate on Saturdays and Sundays from April through till November. And early June, first weekend in June, Fridays until Labor Day.
Perfect. We'll check them out. We'll put that up at the bottom of the screen, and we will check you out. Thanks so much.
Charters.
Charters.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
Occasions that you're dreading, but you can make them special.
Divorce specials.
Yeah.
Spend your last dollar going out at the railroad. All right. Thanks, guys. East Troy.
So we're at our next exhibit here. We're with the Cook
What?
Farm.
Watch, you're behind the yellow lines.
There's no yellow line.
Stay
so-
behind the yellow line.
Anyway, Cook's Farm Railroad Division. They have a train here for you to ride, and we're going to talk to one of the owners.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Nikita Cook.
Okay, and tell us about your railroad.
So we have an 1.5-inch scale or 1/8 scale railroad here. We do point to point at our shows.
Okay.
We've got a small Plymouth switcher that we're running today with 2 rider cars.
And whose idea was it to build this or buy this or what the heck?
So my family has been a part of trains for as long as I can remember.
Okay. And it looks like you have another generation here too.
Yes. So my son's going at the track as my husband's
Yes.
driving. But we used to help out David Gerke when he owned this exact setup.
Okay.
And then when he decided to retire, Jason, we decided to buy it from him and bought all the track and everything from
Wow.
him. And this train actually did run at our wedding, pulling our flower girl and ring bearer down.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you must have had a one-track mind for the wedding.
The Green Bay River Museum, so
Ah.
right in front of the big boy.
I proposed to her on Amtrak, and we had a private car Cedar Rapids on the back of an Amtrak for our wedding reception. So, yeah. See, that's how you do it, guys. You get a girl who loves the railroad. So, how many shows do you do, or where do you take this to?
Right now, this is our main show.
In Madison. Okay.
Here at Madison. We have done Green Bay in the past.
Oh, okay.
My husband's actually from the Green Bay area.
So it works out, yeah.
But when they tore down Brown County Arena,
Yeah.
the facility they're in right now just doesn't work with our
The
equipment. to try
KI
and get
Convention
in.
Center.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
To try with parking and everything. We've got a big truck, big trailer.
Ah,
It just
yeah, I'd imagine.
isn't feasible for
How
us
many
right
feet
now.
of track is this whole?
That's a good
And
My
here.
husband.
Oh, okay. All right.
Each section is 7.5 feet.
Okay. So do you set this up in like your basement or something when
You
you're
could,
not?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
do private birthday parties. We actually,
Oh.
last weekend, my parents took a smaller chunk of track, about 40 feet, I believe,
Okay.
and did a point-to-point. We have a different engine we run that is all kid run. It's a push button. They push it to go. When they release the button, it'll stop.
Cool.
There is a power override that an adult can go and just shut it off. That's pretty cool.
Do you have a website or anything if
We
people are
do.
interested?
We're on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Cook Farms Railroad Division, right on Facebook.
And where are you based out of?
We're
Or
out of the Brownsville, Mayville,
Maybe-
Elmira
okay, so
area.
northwest of Milwaukee or west of Milwaukee, then kind of, or northwest.
Northwest.
Northwest. Okay.
About
All
30
right.
minutes south of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac. All right. So are we gonna get to go on a ride?
Let's go on a ride.
Oh, all right. All right.
What do you say?
Is there any weight limits on this, by the way, or?
About 3,000 pounds per car.
Oh, we'll be okay, I think, right?
Okay.
All right. Are we gonna?
And
Oh,
feet of track do we have today?
135.
135 feet. Okay. So, oh, why don't you go here and I'll go?
You want me to go up there?
Yeah, go up. Put your caboose on the caboose.
You're on the caboose.
Oh, that's right. All right. All right. Oh.
Still looking for 2 winners.
Oh.
Bonnie Held from Madison and Lucas.
Oh, we got gates. Look at
You
that.
have games.
Woo woo! Woo woo! Wow.
Paging John Meyer. Please come to the show office. I want to turn around for the ride back.
Oh, all right.
You want to go backwards and get to
Yes. No. Oh boy. I'll be the conductor. I'll call out the crossings. Crossings clear. Uh-oh. Gate's not all the way down. Ah!
It was pretty close.
Visit your cell phone. Come to the show office. Claim it. Thank you.
Wow. Look at that.
That's the end of our ride, so make sure you visit the Cook Farms Railroad Division on Facebook.
All right, bye.
All right, we're at our next exhibit here at the MadCity Rail Show, and that is the Milwaukee Road Historical Society. And we're going to let their members explain their membership and what they offer and what they do.
One of the most popular of the Railroad Historical Societies. So, are you president or
No, I'm the collections chairman.
collections chairman? So, well, tell us first about the Historical Society, how it got started, what you do, and then what your role is. Collections. That sounds interesting.
Our society got started in 1972, so we're celebrating our 50th year this year.
Well, happy anniversary.
And our group is having their 50th anniversary annual convention in Milwaukee.
Well,
So
that's appropriate for the Milwaukee Road.
that's where
yeah,
it started, and
cool.
so we're going to celebrate the 50th, excuse me, the 50th year here. What, excuse me, what we do is we celebrate the history of the Milwaukee Road.
Okay.
And we have a quarterly magazine that we offer to our 2,000 members.
So you have 2,000 members. That was one of my, wow.
We're one of the larger
Yeah.
railroad historical associations in the United States.
Is that mostly in the Midwest, or are they all across the country?
We're all
or?
across the country.
Okay.
The majority is in the Midwest.
Okay.
Other than our quarterly magazines, we do special issue magazines on certain topics. We have like the Chicago and Chicago book, which
Oh, wow.
lists a lot of the history and a lot of the lines in the Chicago area. We have a series of the steam books, different steam engines that ran on the Milwaukee Road. And we have the different types of cabooses that Milwaukee ran. which is good for modelers and history buffs.
Okay, I'm going to have to bring this up because this is a debate that Candace and I have a lot. Is it, if you have more than one caboose, is it cabooses or caboose?
I've heard it both ways. So
he's not going to take smart man. Switzerland over here. All right. So what is it particularly about the Milwaukee Road, obviously, to take a position on the organization? What is it specifically about the Milwaukee Road that got your interest? That what do you love about the railroad? Or
I was born in the Milwaukee area.
Okay.
And that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But the historical group itself, we are blessed with aerial photography that we use a lot in our magazines. So you can see the layout of the towns that the Milwaukee went through from, the 50s, the 60s, so you can get a feel for what things were then.
Okay.
So, and we have a lot of people that have, photographed the Milwaukee. So you have a lot of differences from the steam era to the ends of the Milwaukee, where you can just get a variety of different looks. And the road ran from the Midwest out to Tacoma, so you got different landscapes, mountains, you name it, this railroad had it. So.
And the membership, if people are interested, do you have a website or?
We do, mrha.com.
Okay.
And
we'll put that at the bottom of the screen here, MRHA, all right.
And we offer things from our back issues to current issues.
And these are all the magazines? Wow.
Yep, those are all the quarterly magazines that we offer as back issues.
Wow. And what is going to be going on with the convention? Any charters from like the Cedar Rapids and Superdome or anything cool like that?
It hasn't been finalized yet,
so we can't say. Okay, all right.
No sneak peeks.
No.
Hopes of
Old 261 or something. Yeah, okay. And then you have some cars here that you're.
This is a collection that somebody had that we're just selling off for them.
Okay. And of course, the beer line was.
Yeah, we had a book on the beer line which we sold out of today, but it is available on our website. That is one of the greatest. If you're a modeler, there's so much in that line.
Are you a modeler, or are you more interested in the historical?
I'm a modeler, but not one that is precise on the location.
Okay.
More of a ad hoc.
And finally, what is your job? You said explain what you do, the collections.
Yeah.
So you manage the photos or what?
Yeah, I do some with the photos, organizing, cataloging, and then if we have a museum at the IRM.
I heard about that.
Opening
this
spring.
Okay.
So we are going to house a lot of our collections. We have china that ran in the Milwaukee Road diners. We have chairs from some of the Pullman cars. We have the safe out of Deer Lodge that they use to lock up their valuables. It's going to be pretty neat. So if anybody's near the Illinois Railway Museum, check out the Milwaukee Road Museum.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MadCity Show up here in Madison, Wisconsin. My name is Dave. I'm one of the volunteers up at the Illinois Railway Museum. And today we are going to be talking about our lovely museum.
Okay.
So we have a whole bunch of cars that you can see. We have our 308 and 309. This is when we have our vintage transport weekend. 308 and 309 are two of our oldest wood cars that we have at the museum.
Oh.
We have the CBQ 504, another one of our diesels. We have the 1605. Some of our big events that we do is also vintage transport. We do Day Out with Thomas.
Oh, we've been there for that. That's probably your biggest event of the year?
One of the biggest events
That's what I thought, yeah.
This is an older view of the museum campus. The newer view is sitting back behind you on the table.
Okay.
This is one of our two operating steam engines, 1630. 1630 is a Russian decapod.
Oh.
And it did set a record a few years ago when it pulled 130 empty coal cars out of storage.
Wow.
While the big boy was still under restoration.
Oh, okay. So what's the other steam engine that you have then?
The Shay.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And then you have some CTA cars. So
We
if
have
you're
CTA cars. So
like
if you're
me,
big and
I remember some of those when they were on the Skokie Swift when I was growing up. So, and then you have the 9911. So, and that was well, you have the whole most of the Nebraska Zephyr
we
set.
have the whole Nebraska Zephyr set. And as Robert knows, you guys have the Mark Twain Zephyr.
Yeah, so maybe the two can meet sometime. That would
We
be
shall
kind of
see
cool.
on that one, but I can't hold you to that.
We'll meet halfway. We'll meet in the Dells.
Something else that we have that's operational, that's under restoration, is our electroliner.
Yeah. So, what are the plans to get operational and give rides, obviously?
That's the game plan.
And so, what's left on there? What needs to be done?
Just the interior.
Okay.
Everything else has been everything else is restored.
And
Something you don't see on here, you notice that is the Leviathan, the steam engine.
I remember when that was up. That was Is that the Lincoln's funeral train?
That's the
I
engine
think
that's
we went
playing
there. Where is that? Do you know where that is currently?
South Carolina, I think.
Is it
somewhere in the
being kept somewhere?
Carolinas?
Okay.
Somewhere that way.
That way. Okay. And then the 411, which was Chicago Northwestern, I believe that was Metro.
Former Chicago and Western.
Okay.
When we got it, it was painted in Metro.
Yeah.
We repainted back into the Chicago and Northwestern.
And that's a recent acquisition, was it? Or did you guys get another one?
We've had that before. The latest acquisition we have is the Iowa Pacific E8, which used to be...
That's what I was thinking
which
of.
is the former Chicago and Northwestern E8 that did passenger service in the Chicagoland area.
And I looked at that one, and when I was, like 11 years old, it was on the last Metro of those units, and they did a special train from Chicago to Des Plaines to Harvard. And when I was 9 years old, I ran on the new engine you guys got. So
in this photo, you see Metro 308. We have 308, 309. One of those two engines is this.
Are you going to repaint it into Northwestern or leave it Metro? Not sure yet.
To be announced, to be determined.
To be announced. I say Metro. Leave one of them in Metro colors. Why not?
I think that's the plan.
That would be cool. So and then you got a whole compilation here of a lot of Burlington, 4 Burlingtons together.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool photo.
Our switcher, we have the CB&Q steamer, and our 504.
Wow. So what are some of your other big events that you look forward to?
We do Diesel Days is another big event. We do Vintage Transport. We have some of our special events that we do is Happy Holiday Railway at the end of the year. We have Bunny Hop that's happening for Easter. So a lot of new things. This is one of our latest aerials. This was taken about 3 years ago.
Okay.
The only thing that's different on here is where you see all this concrete. These are all buildings.
That's part of the town, and then the Milwaukee Road Archives and all that is the
Chicago Northwestern Historical Society. They have their own separate building that's under construction.
Okay.
The Pullman Library is also in the multi-purpose building. That building is also home to our gift shop, the model railroad building, where we have 3 different layouts in there, with the 4th one that's under construction. So that's a lot of interesting things. And then this is our biggest
Thomas.
Yeah, with Thomas.
All right. Well, my last question is, what personally is your favorite part about being a volunteer for Illinois Railroad Museum, and then where people want to visit or join, what's your website so we can put that up?
So our website is www.irm.org.
Okay.
I've been out at the Railroad Museum now for almost 20 years.
Wow.
So
What about it drew you, or what draws you back to volunteering all the time?
I used to come here as a kid, so I used to love riding the trains as a kid when my parents took me out here.
Perfect.
Now, when I turned 18, I joined the museum. I became a part of that and part of the operations. So I'm usually a conductor on some of the trains.
Nice.
But lately, I've been doing publicity for the museum, being here at the train shows.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Well, and making a whole nother generation. Maybe these kids, when they're 18, will come back out and volunteer at IRM for you.
We have seen that happen too. It's
perfect.
We've had people. We've had families that brought their kids, and now their kids are bringing their kids to the museum to go out with Thomas. 'Cause
Amazing.
They remember riding it when they were kids.
Amazing.
And now they're coming out here and continuing the tradition.
Well, thanks so much, Dave. Check them out, irm.org, and ride with the Illinois Railroad Museum.
Well, everyone, I wanted you to check out my favorite layout from the weekend, and this one here, Hollywood Beach Railroading.
You said the Hollywood Beach?
No.
Oh.
Hollywood.
Oh, just Hollywood.
Just Hollywood.
Oh.
So if you take a look over by the Wells Fargo Bank, you have the Beatles.
Right there. Oh, walking across the street like the Abbey Road poster.
Yeah, and there's Marilyn Monroe.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, her dress is blowing up.
With my finger.
So there's 150. So is that why 150 different celebrities, and you're supposed
you have to find those celebrities on the railroad, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
They have different sides, so we'll walk around this way and show you the other side. Farm scene on this side.
Oh, I see Beetlejuice. He's in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Right.
We got the American Pickers.
What is that?
American Pickers. The Iowa guys that go around buying antiques.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's their truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
The A-Team van.
Oh, that's Mr. T, right?
Mr.
Or is
T.
that O.J. Simpson?
No, that's Mr. T. Mr. T.
Mr. T. I'm Mr. T. You're Mrs. T. So what does that say?
It says there's 8 operating accessories on this side of the layout.
Oh.
There's still over 150 celebrities, superheroes, villains, television and movie fictional characters. Can you find them?
Oh.
Did you folks happen to get a cheat sheet list?
Oh, there's a list?
It's a partial list, but it gives you an idea of what to look for.
So you're trying to find all these. Forrest Gump bus stop. So there's like little hints.
Yeah. So there's Rambo.
Who's that?
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Rocky, yeah.
There's a dinosaur on top of the
bridge.
The signal bridge.
With the lady on the tracks there.
Oh, now it's blocked. They can't see. They have to wait for this train to go.
Almost to your caboose.
Oh. There's the villain in that.
Yeah. WKRP.
Oh, the radio station.
Back there.
The TV show, yeah. And then looks like there's a Boy Scout jamboree here. It's coming through.
Thelma and Louise is in here somewhere.
Oh, that's Celeste.
Yeah.
And there's a junkyard. Sanford and Son over here. I don't know. All right.
All right. So we will let Robert find his favorite layout, and we'll go see that next. All right, so take a look what's coming by right now.
That was a Zephyr.
How convenient, right?
Well, yeah, like it's like we timed this or something.
Yeah, something like that. So
Yeah.
we're here at the Fever River Railroad.
We'll get there. Where are they from?
They are from Freeport, Illinois.
Which is...
Between Chicago and Galena.
Oh, do they have open houses here? Oh, look, and it's the Zephyr again.
Imagine that.
Oh, all right. You want to show?
All right, so they have a pretty cool layout here too. They've got some grain elevators here, a coal train.
Coal train.
Yeah, they got some cattle on their grazing there.
Oh, that's very moving. I'm just milking it, folks.
Yeah, so like their sign says, they have an open house. They are located at 1055 West Beach Street in Freeport.
Let's walk around and show them.
So they have a station here. It says Madison.
Oh, look, it's the Zephyr again.
Oh, wow.
I would like to announce the winners of the
And then the ore train, it looks like.
for regional layout. Third place, the Fargo Rock Society of Milwaukee Road. Second place, Timber Street, Washington Motor Railroad. And first place AGO, Wisconsin and Michigan Model Railroad Club. For N scale, first place is Milwaukee Southeastern Model Railroad Club.
All right, let's walk around.
Yeah, so they got a weenie mobile.
Oh.
And look, the
That's
Zephyr
it's
again.
the Zephyr again.
Let's move it around pretty quickly.
For Light Rail and Garden Railroad, first place, Brian Schlick, American Flyer.
Steam engine.
Second place, Wisconsin Garden Railroad.
Cool water fountain.
Yeah, golf course.
Golf course.
Whiz Kids,
And we got the yard.
second place, Royal Trains, Z-Scale.
They've got several engines. They've got one with their name on it over here.
MadCity Rail Show
Right there.
is on-track and scale. We'd like to thank all of the layout operators for coming.
Lots of cabooses, as you would say.
That's right, or cabooses, as you would say.
And I'll happily take care of it.
We have a turntable.
Oh. Oh, Smiley Water Tower.
Yes, that's pretty cool too.
And we got a Rock Island old heavyweight coming.
Oh, they must have started that one up.
Oh, look.
Here's the
Zephyr again. All right.
Well, thank you for joining us for this segment. We'll see you for the next one.
All right.
All right, so here's my final layout that I want to show you guys that I really like.
The final one.
The final
No more.
one. Yes, this is it.
Okay.
So the Wisconsin and Michigan Model Railroad Club.
Yeah.
And they are the Iron Range route.
Yes, that's right on the north of Green Bay, and right where the you can get your pasties.
That's right.
On the border. That's right on the
Yes,
border
pasties.
of Michigan and the UP of Michigan and northern Wisconsin.
That's right. So
yes.
take a look at their great.
Transloading here, the containers. I'll walk around and kind of show everybody. Oh, looks like they're putting together, they're putting together a train.
They are putting together a train.
Oh. You want to walk around and show people?
Well, thank you. Hey, Rhett. What do you want to see now?
They also have a turntable.
Oh, we could put you on the turntable.
No.
We could spin you all day long.
Look.
Oh.
Actually.
Wow. What's the weight capacity of the turntable? Oh.
Would like to publicly recognize Madison co-track.
So you think you would fit on the turntable?
Probably not.
Oh, all right.
Exhibiting with the show for over 50 years. And unfortunately, this will be their last year at the show. So if you haven't gotten to see their layout, now would be the time. But we'd like to thank all the members of Madison co-track for their support all the years.
That one's going backwards.
Yeah.
So there's a little history there. You can.
Oh, why don't you read it?
It says the prototype Wisconsin and Mission Railway was a short line railroad that operated in the Marinette and Menominee area from 1894 to 1938.
Oh.
It was originally built to provide a direct connection between the railroad car ferries on Lake Michigan and the Sioux Line route to the northwest. Most freight revenue came from hauling logs and lumber products.
Oh.
In terms of both trackage and equipment, the W&M reached its peak in 1908, offering 135 miles of track, 12 locomotives, and over 600 freight cars.
Oh, looks like we have a metro train down here. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
The bi-level. Thank you for riding metro today.
Except there would be no metro in the Iron Range.
No, not really. But in model railroading,
anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
That's right.
So yeah. Okay.
So I also noticed
So,
they have a fun little kind of game you can play.
kind of like the first one, the other one you showed
Yeah,
us.
so it's kind of like a treasure hunt on the railroad.
Okay.
So an alligator.
Oh, in the Iron Range?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I mean, I see some rock climbers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's part of it. Yep, rock climbers.
Oh, so you just kind of look there, and then you try to find them on the...
Yeah, try to find them on their layout.
Ah.
She's hunted now.
Uh-oh. She's figuring it out. Oh, well, that's
There's
not
the
fun.
Boy Scouts hiking.
Oh, they're lost. They've been searching for 3 days. To no avail.
There's a mermaid somewhere.
Oh.
Usually requires water.
They need to have a merman as well. Equal opportunity sea creatures. So there's their quarry. All right, very cool.
Yeah, so make sure you come out to the MadCity Rail Show and see all the wonderful layouts that they have here.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed. Maybe now you have a better idea of what a train show is
all about.
All right. So that is our program for here, August 6, 2023. Our next program, as they always are, the first Sunday of every month. So mark your calendar, and that would be Sunday, September the 3rd, 2023. And we are we're going to hit the road again, leave the contiguous United States, even though we just got back from Hawaii and Guam. We are going to take you to the Virgin Islands and Florida. So not a lot of train stuff in the Virgin Islands, but a really cool place. And in Florida, we're going to take you partially through the Everglades. We're going to see some gators next month.
We're going to take a walk with the alligators.
Yes, at night. So you want to tune in for that again, September the 3rd. And we're going to look at, we're going to go to Key West and look we're going to see if there's any remnants of the Flagler Railroad, which is the railroad that got destroyed in a hurricane. Out on the Keys, we're going to drive Highway 1 out to the Keys. So.
All right, we're going to go train hunting?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool.
We'll see if I believe there might be a bridge or something, but we'll just have to see. I don't know because I haven't been there we haven't been there in about 10 years, and I know they've had a lot of hurricanes and storms and whatnot. So
we shall see.
Anyway, yeah, mark your calendar, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday, September the 3rd, 2023 is our next program. Until then, we'll see ya.
I'm Candace Tabor.
And I'm Robert Tabor for Rail Rangers.
No.
On the road. See you in September. Bye. On behalf of the Midwest Rail Rangers, thank you so much for joining us for this program. Here's a look at the next program. Make sure you mark your calendar for this, and we look forward to seeing you then. In the meanwhile, if you're planning an Amtrak trip, don't forget about one of our exciting and interesting rail route guides. For more information, go to www.railrangers.org. That's www.railrangers.org. And click on the Rail Rangers store. There are plenty of options for both local and long-distance rail route guides, in traditional book format, PDF ebook, and even MP3 podcasts. Until we gather together next month, the first Sunday of every month at 7 p.m. Central Time, we hope you have a great week and a great month ahead, and come out and join us on one of our onboard educational programs. For a listing of our in-person programs, go to our website. Again, that's www.railrangers.org and click on upcoming events. Until next month, we'll see you then.